Hey everybody, my name is Robbie and you are watching Geek Level Asian. I figured I'd take some time to go over the news that was released or announced during Hasbro Pulse Con last month. But before I get into the details, make sure that you go ahead and like this video. So the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I wanted to go over some of the details that were announced in Hasbro Pulse Con, because a lot of people receive their information kind of secondhand, right, on Facebook or Instagram, and they're reading about these things, but there are specific details that are in this video that I think are important for us to know. They're pretty cool and kind of give you more of a more painted picture about either why they're putting out these specific things or things to look forward to. So yeah, why don't we just dive right in. So one of the first things that I saw that were announced were the new Hasbro, well, their version of the 90s Flipheads. And I'll be honest, when I first saw them, I was just like, we just got Flipheads, but okay, I digress. Let's continue. They have the gigantic bulbous chest area, just like the old ones did. And I learned in the video, because I actually watched PulseCon after the fact, I learned that they did that on purpose. You know, they wanted to go for that retro look. But something that you may not get from the pictures is that they changed the articulation, so you're actually going to get better joints so that you can pose them a little better. So that's going to be something that you can look forward to on these. You can still put the weapons together to create the Howling Cannon, and they changed their likenesses. The heads are a little bit different. Now, they say that the likenesses are supposed to be a little better. I'll let you be the judge. Take a look at a few of them. I think some of them look a little better, but not many. A lot of people were also asking online, not only in the chat during PulseCon, but also, you know, on Instagram and Facebook, well, what's going on with the Green and Yellow Ranger? Basically what they said is that there's going to be a second wave. Now, I can't imagine a second wave being 2 figures. I don't know. Maybe there's more stuff coming out. Let's find out. They're probably going to do a White Ranger. It would be cool if we also got a Gold Ranger. I just love the Gold Ranger. I really like that one. Or what they might also do is start releasing the Stone Canyon crew. Who knows? Now, the next one up is interesting because if you are following like the Power Rangers hashtag on Instagram, you probably saw this months in advance because it was released overseas, but the Zeo Megazord. The Zeo Megazord, I saw pictures of that months ago, and we were all wondering, wait, what is this? Why is this not out in the United States? And why has nothing about this been announced officially by Hasbro? Hello, Dino Charge Black as well. But going into the way that it's described during PulseCon is they say that it's weighty. So that's pretty cool. It's probably not cheap plastic, so that'll be nice. I'll have to hold it myself to really be the judge. The other thing that I think is hilarious that they mentioned is that they didn't cheap out on the gold. And I can only imagine that they're referencing another gold character that they came out with a while ago and then decided that they needed to re-release that character again to give him more gold, maybe because his name is Gold R and he's supposed to be gold. Now, something that's cool about this Megazord that I didn't realize, again, from the pictures that I saw months ago, is that it comes with all of the battle helmets. So you could switch the helmets and basically get whichever one you want and pose him that way. So next up is one of my favorite announcements because I feel that even in the 90s, we didn't get enough of these, and that's the evil space aliens. They showed some basically CGI renderings or mock-ups of King Sphinx and Pumpkin Wrapper. So there's 2 things that they mention as details that I'm pretty excited about. And the first one are the pumpkin heads, the replaceable heads that come with Pumpkin Wrapper. You can take these little pumpkins, take the helmets off the Rangers, and put the pumpkins on the Rangers and basically recreate that scene where they have the pumpkins on their heads. The second thing is that they're going to be a little bit taller than the Lightning Collection Ranger figures, because if you think about it on the show, they were always a little bigger because they have to take on 5 to 6 Rangers at a time. So if you're going to be posing them on a shelf with the Rangers, they're going to look more intimidating than the Rangers, and I think that's pretty cool. So the next one is probably the one that I'm least excited about. And it's not that they're not cool ideas, I'm probably just going to pass on both of them because I don't think I need either of them. And that's the Versus 2-packs. So the first one that they show is B Squad versus A Squad Blue Ranger. Listen, I get it, it's a cool idea, but like I just don't think it's enough. I don't really think that that's really a conflict that I really ever needed to see. Now, the second one is In Space Red versus Astronema. Now, that's a cool idea. Obviously, you got the brother-sister dynamic. It's also leader versus the main villain in space. I get it. That is a cool 2-pack. Not gonna lie, that one's a good one. And I was hoping that they were going to release an Astronema. You know what? Maybe I will get that one. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Should I get that one? I'm literally changing my mind on camera right now. But I will say, and this is a side note, I think I'm gonna stop pre-ordering things after, if you watch my Dragon Dagger video and you watch my Rita and Zed 2-pack video, what happened? It looks like it melted. So yeah, that's not cool. Both of those had problems with them. Just moving this box over. Am I missing a hand? And I think I'm gonna start waiting and wait until I see it in the store, because those were two. I actually had to return both of them because the Dragon Dagger was split open in the side, and my Rita and Zed 2-pack was missing a set of hands. So yeah, I think I'm gonna not pre-order. If I see it in the store and I like it, maybe I'll grab it. Now, another announced figure that I definitely will most likely, pretty sure that I'm not gonna get, is the red Dino Thunder Ranger. I'm not that much of a Dino Thunder fan. There are definitely elements of that season that I really do like, but as a whole, wasn't really a fan of it. The figure looks pretty cool. It comes with 3 weapons, but I gotta say, I'm probably gonna skip that one. So now the last 2 items are Lightning Collection Rangers, and I was waiting for both of these. The first one is a regular Green Ranger. I gotta say, I do not understand the decision of the Fighting Spirit Green Ranger. Don't know why they did that with the putty. I wish it was just a Green Ranger, but I guess from a marketing perspective, it makes sense, because then you'd want to have the release of the variant of the actual Green Ranger. Now, the reason why I like this one is because I think that the Tommy head sculpt is probably the best one that I've seen, at least on a computer screen, and I like how he has the green bandana, because we know what era of Tommy this is, and that is actually my favorite era of Tommy. I liked that time period. I like evil Tommy. He comes with the Sword of Darkness. I'm into that. Now, speaking of that Green Ranger Putty 2-pack that came out a little while ago, I almost forgot. They announced the Z-Putty. I literally didn't have it written down here. I almost forgot about it. I'm excited about the Z-Putty. I like Z-Putties better than the original putty that you see in the beginning of Power Rangers. I don't know, maybe it's because I think it just looks more, you know, like they have more armor. Maybe they're tougher. I don't really know what it is, but I really do like the Z-Putty. And something that is cool is, for the first time, I've heard them describe what those waves of energy are. They call them blast effects. So I'm just going to call it a blast effect from now on. It's the first reactionary blast effect, and it goes right on the Z, that any of the figures have had. So if you're posing your figures, it's going to look like the Z is getting hit or punched or kicked or whatever you want to call it. So I thought that was a cool idea. So last but not least, and again, I'm very excited about this because they've been focusing on not only MMPR, but they focused a lot on the original cast of MMPR. And don't get me wrong, that's one of my favorites of all time. But I'm glad that we're now branching off because they're giving us a Pink Ranger with our first cat head. So it's the first civilian head that's modeled after Captain Sutherland's likeness, and it's the metallic Pink Ranger. So it has that sparkly, almost translucent looking plastic. And one of the things that they described, again, that I didn't notice until I actually watched this video, is that the arrow is painted a little bit differently to give it some type of almost like a motion effect, like it's flying through the air. I thought that was a pretty creative idea. I think they're putting more thought into how can we make a small change just to make this a little bit better. Now, one of the interesting things that's mentioned in this video is they talk about how the metallic power comes from a specific power source. I saw a screenshot of all the accessories that come with this figure, and it looks like it comes with a Zeo crystal. I think that's what that's supposed to be. So towards the end of the Power Rangers segment, they announced something that infuriates me, and that is their new Spectrum series, which really all that is you're getting 3 figures that have already been released, but they're released in different boxes. It's almost like the second, reprint of a comic, and I usually don't buy those. I don't know why anyone would spend money again to get the same figure in a different box. They don't look that much different. I don't know. So that's it, everybody. That's basically all of the toys that were announced, Power Rangers related, I should say, during Hasbro Pulse Con, and I wanted to give you a little bit more in-depth detail to these announcements because they were things that I didn't even know just by looking at the pictures on Instagram and Facebook. So I hope this video has helped you and even helped make a future decision of a purchase, or maybe not. You let me know. What are you going to buy? What are you going to pass on? I'm pretty sure, I'll just say, I definitely want the Pink Ranger. I most likely want the green as well. I probably want a Z-Putty. I don't think I'm going to get either Versus 2-packs. I'm probably not going to get the Flipheads just because I've had Flipheads for so long and they just released the other ones not too long ago. But I do want the villains too. Oh, I almost forgot. I can't believe I didn't say this. I want a Terratoad. Hasbro, if you're watching, please give me a Terratoad. That's my favorite villain. It's the first episode I had ever seen. It is a really versatile villain. You could do a lot of things with accessories with Terratoad, so please give us a Terratoad. So that's it, everyone. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You know it helps me out. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media networks. I, like an idiot, decided, you know what? Let me make another Facebook, see what happens. It was unpublished within 3 days. I just can't have a Facebook. They won't let me have one. I don't know why. Also, if there's any other topics or toys or anything that you want to talk about or have me talk about in a video, please let me know in the comments because that helps me put out videos that you guys want to see. So see you guys next time. Be good, and may the power protect you.